Hello, everyone. I'm Rob Smith of Smith in the Black with the Strat Time Report, and we got a new month, right? So uh, that's important to see what they want to do to start the new month. So we had an inside day for SPY, pokes up just a little bit. We got a mixed bag out there, and so SPY stalls out. You can see it goes inside on the 60 and then pokes up just a little bit, but for the most part, doing nothing. Right? So 2 days inside of Monday's range so far. It hasn't gotten out of there. It's not falling apart, but it's really doing nothing. If you go to QQQ, see this inside 60. It took the inside day to the upside, new highs, right? So now it's a two up on the month. Now you're inside. So in the next hour, I want to know about either side of this, even though it's not doing much, but 382.44 on the upside, 382 on the downside. Maybe you get something out of it because now you've consolidated for 2 hours here in QQQ. If you go to the diamonds, inside day, and boy, these things just been doing nothing forever. It seems like the diamonds have been doing nothing forever, and now another inside day. If you go to small cappers starting to get my attention here. Remember, inside month. So for the rest of the month, if you can get this thing over 227.35, which you have, you're an inside month to the upside, right? That gets my attention. So small cappers, the ones that have the better signal out of the rest of them. So what we want to do is coming into a new month. First of all, we want to uncouple, and what that means is you have a separate opening for the monthly, weekly, daily, and 60. That gives us more information, and we'll have that tomorrow. Today, the monthly and the daily opening are the same, right? For everything, right? Tomorrow, in the first hour, the daily and the 60 will be the same, and then the second hour, right? That's when we have a separate opening for all the month, the week, the day, and the 60. Right? That's important information because then we can start separating participants by price and time. Because remember, when we're trading the strat, we're using participants for our advantage against each other. So the question is, what are they doing coming into the new month? Well, right now, they're coming into some fangers, Amazon. And Amazon, we knew about this 2-2 reversal week, right? 2 down, 2 up. And we also knew about this, the gap down into the lows, the hammer counter shooter reversal, 2-2, up. And when you start coming up on this, we're going to triangulate out, and hopefully it keeps going, because if that works, it set up the 2-2 reversal month, 2 up, 2 down. So for the rest of the month, this is a 2-2 reversal back up over 34.7258, all right? And you're there. So Amazon, you got Netflix here having a nice day to start off the new month, taking out last month's highs, now going after the all-time highs, and starting off the new month with a nice bright green day. We'll see if that sets up again for us. Nice little 30 you got there, inside 30. Boom, off she goes, right? And so they're coming into most of them, these gigs. Just exhaustion risk going into the highs, backing off just a tad, inside day up. And your Facebookie, so looking for the fangers. Facebookie now an inside 30 here to see if that wants to keep going, but Netflix, the one they really came charging into with Amazon. They're also, it's a strange bedfellows because you've got REITs too. VNQ starting off the month strong and going into these highs, right? And so we've been watching a lot of these things for a while, like SPG here coming up, and remember, been a lot higher. And so when you see like those broader VNQs going into the highs, you can keep an eye on stuff that hasn't done that. AVB here does. Remember, we've been looking for this to take that out. Now an inside month. We'll see if there's more to it, but we've been watching this thing since down in here. So in here you can see this triangle layout, and then boom, off she goes. And you got like PSA coming up over there, EXR in the REITs. They also started coming in here. You got an inside 30 for EXR. You also started coming into some Utes. So it looks like a defensive posture, but it's only the first day of the month. But you got the utilities trying to come up through this stuff. And now inside on the 60. So we'll see if they want to take those up. Just remember, we're trying to get out of these bars from the pandemic. Still walking up, trying to go into new highs, XLU. If we go to Spotify. And Spotify, whenever we start the new month, and I've talked about this in the Strat Attack last night, and hammer on the month. So all it had to do was tick up just a little bit to get over 235.42, right, which it did to be a 2-2 reversal month. That's good all month. And what you always want to look for is something like this. Ooh, that slight lower low to stop them out. Here's my support level. Is it? Boom, they're gone. Boom, 2-2 reversal on the week here. Still good coming back to a previous range. Looking to go after this stuff up into here because you can have that monthly signal still good. So as long as it's still over that hammer, and we keep an eye on Spotify all month. If we go to more defensive posture, towers. And AMT coming up here a little bit, and you watch that with SBAC and CCI. So strange bedfellows, Fang and the Fang and the defensive posture, but we'll see. Once again, you can see that stop them out, lower low, and boom, back through here, lower low, higher high, lower low, boom, go take these guys out. And if that works, I'll take the 2-2 weaker, but we'll see. And it would also be a 2-2 monther because this slightly took out the lows, I believe. Yeah, by 5 cents. So this would be a 2-2 reversal back up if you can get that going. You watch all those three together. If we go to NVAX. NVAX starting off the month nicely, and you can see these 3 weeks still stuck in here, but now bright green on the week, and that's what we look for. And if that works, you can take out last month's highs. And on the 60, had outside 60, which means the selling down here was rejected. Outside bar, continual rejection. Once it goes up, up like that, right? Anything else on the 30 for you? A little fast now. It's inside on the 30. If we go to, well, they're also buying China. China to start the month. Fu too, coming up, taking out last week's highs. Would get more of my attention here if you can take out last month's highs. And that's still a bit up there, 119.38, but we'll see. If you go to Baidu, and Baidu also watching this hammer month. If you can take that out, Baidu here, 169. You're getting closer, right? Because it's back through the previous range. That's what we want. If China's really going to turn around, that's what it would look like. You get a Baba, it's probably going to be an inside month. Right, that's got some tall order to take that out. And Billy Baru, how you doing? And Billy would get my attention on this hammer here, over 92.50 if they're really going to bring these things back. NIU, some scooters for you. And NIU here, hammer month, 2 down, 2 up over 27.58. It's there, right there. Boom. PDD. And PDD hammer here over 101.17. Got it. And here's your Momo hammer. Right. So here was your reversal hammer on your daily. Stop them out. Then gap up. Take all these guys out in one shot. Then come down, try to fill the gap, and then go right back up. So anybody who stayed short in all this, thinking that it was going to roll back down, boom, trapped right there. And off she goes. Monthly triggers. Having a nice day as PDD so far. If we go to CRM. And CRM, this is what you look for when you say triangle day out. Wait for the triangle day out. Here it is. Daily. Gap up, 2 down, 2 down, 2 down, 2 up, back to the previous range. Boom. These two become an outside bar of these two. Question is going to be strong enough to take that out. Still an inside week. We're starting off the new month, and we have the macro signals on this thing too. So we'll see if we can take out last month's highs. And then here on the 30, you can see this. This is how you get in on this. The slight higher high, the slight lower low, 2-2 reversal, boom. Off she goes, CRM. If we go to Coop. Coop, here's your broadening formation weekly. After the 2-2 last week, still going. And if that works, here's your outside month, pokes down, 3-2-2. So anytime this month, its Coop is over this, 247.41, that gets my attention. Right now it's a gap and sit, but we want to keep an eye on these things now that they trigger the monthly. Netflix going to the highs as I speak. Get, boy. Netflix, picking up some steam. There you go. Nice outside fiver. How about the 15er? Boom. Anyway, there's nice here too. Inside RevStrat 15. Boom. And that was your inside 30. Netflix. If we go to FCUV. And FCUV now coming in on the 15er, but new issue. But you can see anytime you get a bright green bar like this, look at this. 6 to 24, that gets my attention. All right, so we'll see if we can get maybe a nice 30 here. Inside 30 pokes down. So if this closes out at the top of the hour, you'd have a rev strat. 1, 2, 2 above whatever the high of this is when it closes out. If we go to DLO, and DLO, nice inside day here. Back to previous range. So you can see this slightly took these guys out, stopped them out. Then inside, then boom, back to the previous range. We'll see if that sets up again. It goes into exhaustion risk by going into the highs, which was the goal. When it takes this out, you're going to take these guys out, right? Which it did. Now we'll see if this sets up on maybe a 60, still a 2 downs. So when this closes out at the bottom of the hour, whatever the high of this is going to get my attention over 69.94 right now. We'll see how that closes out. If you go to Roku, and Roku just starting off the new month, good chance that an inside month would be the problem, right? But you are taking out outside bar on the weekly and having a nice long green bar here on the 60 and the daily. We'll see if it's trying to get out of there. Maybe it closes out inside 60 right here. ILMN. And ILMN, once again, the lower low is what we're looking for. Then the 2-2 reversal. And if that works, we can try and change that weekly back green. Because now you can have a monthly that's green. You also had an outside month that's broadening formation. And you're coming back through it. That's something I want to know right now, going 2-2 back down on the 60, but we'll see if that sets up again. If we go to memers, BBIG. And BBIG, the 2 up by taking out the previous high, the 2 down by taking out the low, and then bam! As soon as it took this out, these two become an outside bar of that. Now mellowing out here a bit. Stalled out in this mother bar. We'll see if that sets up again for us. Wish, another memer, just going inside day. To the upside slightly, so we'll see if there's anything more comes of that. If we go to AMBA. And AMBA, inside month to the upside, holds its gap. Right? It tries to continue here. Let's see if it, and way into this baby. Little tricky, but this was a 230 right here. Boom, and off she goes. So we'll see. It's been higher in the past. Let's see if we can get it to all-time highs. If we go to the downside, you got AbbVie. AbbVie having a little problem here. AbbVie to start off the month. Big red bar. And so here inside tries to come back up. This is why you watch the 60 is like a new day to us. Right here, as soon as we flip and go into the new 60, it started selling again, right? And so now you can see if we can go inside 15 or take that out in the next 15 minutes. Should I say the next few minutes? FTNT having some issues here to start off too. Potential outside weak to the downside. That's something I want to know about because you can see this. Stop them out, slight lower low, higher high, 2-2 reversal yesterday, coming back through the broadening formation. Here, FTNT. If there's any group that they're selling, it's energy. XLE coming down. You've got refiners like Valero, PSX, all coming down. The refiners, MPC. You've got your Chevrons, your Exxons. So the energy's coming down. As a whole, you've got stuff like Devon really taking a beating here percentage-wise. You've got something Marathon, MRO, on a percentage basis really getting hit. Fang Energy getting hit. If we go to Target, inside weak and down. It's not totally getting killed, and now you can see it's kind of trying to stabilize here a little bit, but it is inside weak and down, and now inside 60. So that would get my attention. We would prefer this to the downside below 244.84. If we go to Wells Fargo, and Wells Fargo, there you go. 3 outside, inside down on the 60, inside weak to the downside, and Rev Strat Mont, inside month, shooter counters hammer 1, 2, 2 back down. Wells Fargo in some trouble here. If we go to SPRT, support.com, inside day to the downside if they want to come gap filling in the village. Gap village in the village, come down here and say, where do you think you're going? If we go to DXC, And DXC also having some problems on the inside week to the downside, going after a 3-2 month, which means this buying was rejected here. And then boom, for this month, if this thing's below 33.78, gets my attention. Right now it's trying to recover a bit. So they're buying XLU, VNQ, China, Fangers, and selling energy to start off the new month. But we'll see how that all follows through. That's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith. This is Mr. Black Channel. Strat Time Report.